In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on January 16, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Boston Celtics versus Charlotte Hornets. The Boston Celtics and Charlotte Hornets will meet up for the second time in 3 days in an afternoon MLK Day special on Monday. The Celtics, owners of the best record in the NBA, defeated Charlotte 122-106 on Saturday night. Charlotte, with the loss, is now in last place in the Eastern Conference standings and has the second worst record in the NBA. Looking at the betting trends, the Celtics are 2-5-1 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a losing record, 11-4 against the spread in their last 15 games following a win of more than 10 points, and 5-2-1 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team below .400. The Hornets are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 home games, 6-2-1 against the spread in their last 9 games following a double-digit loss at home, and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. Head-to-head, the under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall. The Celtics are 21-6-1 against the spread in the last 28 meetings overall, and the Celtics are 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings in Charlotte. The Celtics are again missing Derek White and Jaylen Brown, while the Hornets will again be without Gordon Hayward and Kelly Oubre Jr. Boston has won both of the meetings between the two this season, and they have crushed against the spread with a winning against the spread margin of 16 per game. They seem to have a knack of smothering the Hornets' offense, allowing 105 points to them back in November and 106 on Saturday. In fact, Charlotte hasn't scored over 110 on Boston since October of 2021. The Celtics are shooting and scoring just fine now, maybe a tick off of their season averages, but they are far from any trouble. What's more exciting about them is that their defense has finally woken up and is starting to take some names. The return of Robert Williams has certainly been a shot in the arm, as he is one of the best shot blockers in recent memory. The Celtics keep the same game plan, and the defense does its job once again on Monday. Boston is becoming a lot more reliable against the spread of late, and they are streaking, so we like to ride those when it's a team this good. The Celtics just smoked the Hornets a couple of days ago, and there's no reason they don't do it again here. The Hornets have been a mess all season long, and that includes losing at home by an average of 7 points. Weird early start, which usually favors the home team, but I still have to back the Celtics and the chalk. I want nothing to do with the Hornets, so the Boston Celtics to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Celtics were the main reason the first meeting between these two this season went over. They dropped 140 on the Hornets back in November, and they blew the total out of the water. Saturday was a little bit of a different story with the game in Charlotte and all, but served as the 4th under in the last 5 games between the two. Boston's defense has held 3 games under in their last 4, and the under is 4-1 in their last 5 road games versus a team with a losing record at home. Since the Celtics inexplicably gave up 150 points to Oklahoma City, they have not allowed a team to score more than 116 points over 6 games, holding 3 teams under 100. They seem to be extremely determined to turn their defensive fortunes around, as they were widely considered one of the more porous teams over the first half of the season. Charlotte's offense gets held down once again in this one. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Indiana Pacers versus Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks will play host to the Indiana Pacers for a Monday afternoon Central Division matchup. The Pacers have dropped 3 straight and just lost back-to-back home games, most recently to the Grizzlies. The Pacers won the rebound battle 49-45 and had 16 offensive rebounds. Indiana was outscored in the paint 46-70 and had 20 turnovers on the day. 2 starters logged double figures, and Chris Duarte led the team with 25 off the bench. The Bucks have dropped 2 straight in a back-to-back mini-series against Miami. In their last game, the Bucks were out-rebounded 32-51 and gave up 13 offensive rebounds. Milwaukee was also outscored in the paint 26-54. All 5 starters finished with double figures, and Bobby Portis led the team with 15 points. The Pacers are 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 games playing on 1 day's rest, and 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 games overall. The Bucks are 4-12 against the spread in their last 16 Monday games, and 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 home games. The over is 7-3 in Pacers' last 10 overall. The under is 4-0 in Bucks' last 4 overall. The Pacers are 1-7 against the spread in the last 8 meetings in Milwaukee, and 3-10 against the spread in the last 13 meetings. The Pacers will again be without Tyrese Halliburton and Miles Turner, while the Bucks currently have Khris Middleton and Serge Ibaka listed as out. The Pacers are dealing with a ton of injuries, but the Bucks have had issues on the road all year where they lose by an average of 5 points and struggle defensively. The Bucks are also losing their last 5 games by an average of 2 points. Lot of points here for an early start, so the Indiana Pacers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Pacers like to push the pace, but have been much slower on the road this season. Likewise, Milwaukee is more of a slower-paced team at home, as they are averaging under 100 possessions per game at home. The Pacers struggled finding consistent scoring production in their last game, and the Bucks have great length on defense to keep Indiana from taking advantage in transition. The Pacers have been held to 100 or less in 2 of the last 3 matchups between these teams. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. New Orleans Pelicans versus Cleveland Cavaliers. This Monday, the New Orleans Pelicans will travel to Cleveland to take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tip-off will be inside the Rocket Mortgage Field house. This will be the first time that these 2 teams have matched up this season, as I am expecting a battle in this one. The Pelicans are coming into this one after defeating the Detroit Pistons 116-110. They were efficient on the offensive end of the court, as they will have to consistently attack the basket in this one if they want to challenge the Cavs on the road. The Cleveland Cavaliers are entering this game after falling to the Minnesota Timberwolves 110-102. They struggled on the offensive end of the court, as they will have to heat up from the field if they want to take care of business at home. Looking at the betting trends, the Pelicans are 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 road games, 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record, and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games following a win. The Cavaliers are 16-7-1 against the spread in their last 24 home games, 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games against a team with a winning record, and 3-7-1 against the spread in their last 11 games overall. Head-to-head, the Pelicans are 9-3 against the spread in the last 12 meetings overall. The Pelicans are shorthanded again, as Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson are both out, while the Cavaliers have ruled out Dean Wade and Dylan Windler again. The Pelicans have struggled ever since Williamson went down, and they were far from convincing in their narrow win over the lowly Pistons on Friday, while the Cavaliers were on a nice run before they got stopped by the Mavericks on Saturday. The New Orleans Pelicans continue to compete, but they have too many injuries to key players to trust against quality teams. The Cleveland Cavaliers are one of those quality teams, rarely losing games they shouldn't, and they win in the favorite role by an average of 8 points. I have no choice but to side with the Cavs here, as the Pels are too banged up. I'm backing on the trends to continue here as the Cavaliers take advantage of the depleted Pelicans. So the Cleveland Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. According to the adjusted offensive rating provided by Dunks and Threes, the Pelicans are 7th in the NBA with a 114.9 rating, while the Cavs are 12th with a 114.2 rating so far. Both teams have been shooting the 3 well, as New Orleans is 11th in the NBA with a 36.5 3-point percentage, while Cleveland is 13th with a 36 3-point percentage so far. The over has hit in 4 of the previous 5 Pelicans road games, as well as in 5 of the last 6 Cavaliers home games. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.